Welcome back to the MMA Explorers. Today, let's get started with Tom Aspinall shuts down talk of Jon Jones fight at White House event. UFC heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall has no interest in the idea of facing Jon Jones at the rumored UFC White House event. Speaking with Ariel Helwani, Aspinall dismissed the matchup entirely. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like on this video to support the channel. Let's aim for 10 likes.
Now it's become Jon versus Tom would be the biggest fight ever at the White House, and even Dana has talked about it, that would be the wish list.
Donald Trump mentioned that he wanted to have a fight at the White House, so I'm back.
Do you want me to be honest?
Please.
It has spent 0 seconds in my mind.
Okay. That's it.
That's it. I'm not interested, mate. Not interested. And the world shouldn't be interested either, because what's the point? This is false hope.
What about just you at the White House? Forget about him. Does that interest you?
Not particularly. It doesn't not interest me. Really interest me, to be honest. I feel like the Americans should get the shot at the White House. Trump and the political stance in America doesn't really bother me at all, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not really like a big Trump supporter, or I'm not against Trump. Like, I don't know anything about American politics. I'm not American. I don't live there. I don't reside there. Really, all of that stuff just is irrelevant to me, to be honest with you.
UFC ended ESPN partnership and strikes $7.7 billion broadcast deal with Paramount. The UFC has announced a blockbuster 7-year broadcast agreement with Paramount, making it the exclusive home for all UFC events in the United States starting in 2026. The deal is worth over $1.1 billion annually, totaling $7.7 billion across the contract period, and will replace the promotion's current partnership with ESPN, which began in 2019, and pay the UFC roughly $500 million per year. Under the new agreement, Paramount will air 43 UFC events annually, including 13 numbered cards and 30 fight nights. Notably, fans will no longer need to purchase pay-per-views at $79.99 each, as all events will be included with a Paramount Plus subscription. Select numbered cards will also air live on CBS, Paramount's flagship network. Paramount Plus currently costs between $7.99 and $12.99 per month, though it is unclear if pricing will change when UFC coverage begins. UFC President Dana White shared his excitement.
We're ramping up and getting ready, and everybody's excited about this new deal, and I love the idea of trying to figure out how to make this bigger. What we launch with on the first event on Paramount. So all good stuff, all fun. I woke up this morning and said today is going to be a great day.
Arman Tsarukyan predicts first-round finish over Ilia Topuria. Top UFC lightweight contender Arman Tsarukyan isn't shy about how he sees a potential fight with reigning champion Ilia Topuria playing out. Speaking with TMZ Sports about the matchup, Tsarukyan said,
How do you feel like that goes down? Like, I know you're training non-stop. You haven't stopped.
I'm just going there, take him down, and just TKO him with my elbows and stop that fight.
First round, second round?
First round.
Nice.
But that wasn't all. Tsarukyan also took aim at fellow lightweight Paddy Pimblett on X, writing, "You're a nobody, a trash can at most. Daddy Dana fed you a couple senior citizens to build your hype. That's all you are, hype. I earned everything in my career. Nothing was handed to me, you bum. Now sit your goofy ass down and wait until daddy tells you what to do." With title ambitions and public call-outs, Tsarukyan is keeping himself firmly in the spotlight as the lightweight division heats up. Jon Jones reacts to Khamzat Chimaev, calling him the scariest MMA fighter. UFC former heavyweight champion Jon Jones is appreciative of the respect shown by Khamzat Chimaev, who recently labeled him the scariest fighter in MMA. Speaking to Red Corner MMA, Jones said,
Khamzat Chimaev said that you are the scariest guy in MMA.
That's a huge compliment coming from Khamzat. I'm a big fan of Khamzat. I don't think he has any reason to toot my horn or to even be humbled. He doesn't have to be. I mean, heavyweights fear him, and the fact that he has so much respect for me really means a lot. It shows me a lot about his character, his humility to be able to compliment someone in such a huge way. So I'm very grateful and honored.
Will you watch his fight against DDP?
Absolutely. I absolutely watch this fight. I'm not rooting for anyone. I'm just a big fan of martial arts. I want to see them both go on and have long, prosperous MMA careers. I will watch the fight for sure.
But you cannot say who is the favorite, right?
No, I don't really have a favorite. I just enjoy the sport. May the best man win. I hope they both have great careers.
Alex Pereira cast as villain in upcoming A24 thriller. UFC former light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira is stepping into the world of cinema. The Brazilian knockout artist is currently filming his role as the villain in an upcoming A24 thriller movie. Israel Adesanya open to Paulo Costa rematch. Costa accepts. Former UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya has his eyes on a familiar foe for his next fight. Speaking recently, Adesanya expressed interest in running it back with Paulo Costa, saying, "I don't have to say much. I'd be like, cool, alright, that sounds fun," and give him a chance at redemption like people have done for me as well. Costa didn't take long to respond. During a Q&A on his Instagram, the Brazilian simply confirmed he's in for the rematch. The two first met at UFC 253 in 2020, where Adesanya scored a second-round TKO to retain his middleweight title.
Costa Adesanya duel in the future, maybe, yes.
Alexander Volkanovski predicts Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus Du Plessis. UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski has weighed in on the upcoming Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev showdown, sharing his thoughts on his YouTube channel. Volkanovski dismissed the idea that Chimaev might take a more measured approach, instead predicting that the undefeated contender will bring his trademark intensity from the opening bell. Before we continue, help us reach our goal of 100 subscribers here on MMA Explorers. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our daily MMA content.
With there's a good chance Chimaev makes it look easy early. Remember that wild storm that Dricus needs to weather. You know, that's no joke. So it might look like that. Or do we see Dricus already giving problems? If you do, we know we're gonna see bigger problems later on. Or do we see Chimaev change it? Fight for a title, 5-rounder against a tough guy like Dricus. Is he more calculated? Can he be more calculated for 25 minutes? Do we see that Chimaev? I've never seen it, and I don't think I ever will see it. I think he's just a powerhouse, and he's so good at it, he's going to back himself, and that's why he will be dangerous early. Can he get the finish early? Maybe. He could get the finish. I think his best bet is getting that finish early, because he will get him down. He might even be able to get him in some chokes. Dricus might be strong enough to get him in positions that he's safe enough to survive and not let, while he's getting like dasses or anacondas and Chimaev's trying to get leg grips to just keep him closer so we can get an even bigger grip to jam his hips in. Is Dricus strong enough to not let him bring his legs in or get himself around them legs to open himself a little bit, even though it's going to be tight? Dricus is composed enough. He's got that grit and determination to get through that strangulation that he's got, that Chimaev's given him, to survive and put him in a safe enough position to get through it and then get out. Now that gas tank's down. You get what I mean? He's a problem solver. Dricus is a problem solver. But Chimaev is that strong, and that is, you know what I mean? He could squeeze, and that's it, game.
Let's wrap it up for the day. Thanks for watching.